Welcome back to 31 Mad Days of Terror. As always, I'm your host, the titular Mad Silence. And tonight we talk about 1981's The Prowler. This is a slasher which fittingly feels like it may take influence from the original Friday the 13th, probably most evident in its setup and the question of the killer's identity, as well as the ending. The mystery genre also seemed to be a pretty strong inspiration on this specific slasher. Now yes, Friday the 13th was a mystery. However, while I praise the aforementioned horror classic for being an incredibly strong foundation for the franchise it spawned, the mystery never felt like all that big a focus. Instead, it took a backseat to the kills and crafting enjoyable slasher fodder, as well as its final girl's struggle for survival. Here, however, the mystery is front and center, and as fun and engaging as this one is, the identity of the killer became absurdly obvious as the movie continued. And yet, the mystery is oddly engaging despite this, just like it was with A Bay of Blood and Friday the 13th before it. Even if I'd argue the one here is much stronger and more rewarding, because of how meticulous the film is about building the reveal up. Then there's the characters and kills, all of which are so much fun. It also helps that the setting is so unique and helps to stand out against its competition. Not to mention the underrated villain of the film, who I'm gonna call the Prowler, even if that's technically not the killer's moniker. There's a whole thing about that one. A slasher who not only has a fantastic look, but also a great signature weapon, and a pretty fun and fresh feeling backstory. He even used a shotgun before Art and Ghostface made it cool. So put some respect on my boy the Prowler. Tom Savini, who's done effects for the previously reviewed Friday the 13th and The Burning, even claimed this to be his best work. And yeah, from what I've seen, the effects legend may have truly outdone himself here. If it's not obvious, I recommend this charming, lesser-known piece of slasher history, and it's even on Tubi. So if you have about an hour and a half to 2 hours, definitely give this a watch. And shout out to the Queen Mary, which gets a cameo here. Tomorrow we'll be looking at Madman, an incredibly bizarre relic of the slasher genre's past. So join me back here again for that. In the meantime, feel free to like the video, leave a comment, positive or negative, and maybe even subscribe if you haven't yet. But until next time, this is Mad Silence, signing out.
Well, why don't I just run out and get him?